Namaste. Welcome. Welcome to my heart. Welcome to our Sunday Sangha, our meditation. Let us begin by turning inward, focusing your attention here at this sun center, and closing the eyes. Sitting with your spine erect, place your hands upon the thighs and bring them together in the Om Mudra, with the index finger and the thumb coming together, the other three fingers pointed inward. Turn your head to the left with a double exhalation. Bring it back to the center. Begin to watch your breath. Oh, Great Spirit, saints and sages of all times, of all places, most beloved Lord of light, in all of thy names and all of thy forms, most beloved Lord, in the names of the past, the present, and the future. Ye guardians of the earth, guardians of the air, the earth, the fire, the water, the ether. Most beloved ancestors of our bloodlines, of our spiritual lines, of our marriage lines, of our adopted lines. Most beloved gurus of the Holy Kriya lineage. Om Shri Papaji Namaha. Om Shri Lahiri Mahasaya Ji Namaha. Om Shri Teshwarji Namaha. Om Shri Brahmahansevananda Ji Namaha. Om Shri Shali Ji Namaha. Om Shri Goswami Pranananda Ji Namaha. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. We call upon thee today to sweep clear our path. We call upon thee today to sweep the cobwebs from our minds, that we might see clearly, that we might hear clearly. We call upon thee to send forth thy blessings to us. Pour down golden dewdrops of Ananda upon us. Ananda, Ananda, Ananda. As these dewdrops fall upon us, let the clouds of confusion drift away. The concerns, the worries, difficulties drift away. Dissolve away to the ethers, transforming into bliss. Ananda, 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 Ananda. Feel those golden dewdrops pouring upon your crown center and breathe them into your being. Ananda, Ananda, Ananda. Holding on to that feeling state as we share this meditative time. Once upon a yogi time, in the ever present now, there was a little yogi. Every day, the yogi would get up and go about its tasks. You notice I said it. The yogi is neither masculine nor feminine. The yogi would go about its tasks. In the morning, the yogi would get up and go to meditate. Must be a meditator. Then the yogi would get up, wash his hair, take a shower. Must be a shower taker. Walk into the kitchen, make a little cup of tea, nice warm tea. Drink the tea. Oh, must be a tea maker. Get dressed. Must be a clothier. Go to work. Now this little yogi was responsible for building things. Telling people how to build things. This yogi was a good engineer, let us say. And they would come to that yogi, and the yogi would say, you move this piece here. Now you move that piece there. This weighs this, and you move that first. That yogi worked at a nuclear power plant. They never moved anything without talking to the yogi first. Hey, yogi must be an engineer. Couldn't be a yogi. The end of the day comes. The yogi stops along the way at the tea shop, and stopping along the way at the tea shop sees his friends, sees its friends. They walk, they chat, they have some prasad, they have dinner. Oh, that yogi must be a friend. Saturday afternoon comes and the yogi goes and visits Mama and Papa. Good luck, yogi. Very, very good. Mama and Papa is still alive. Good karma, not luck, karma, good karma. Goes and visits. Ah, yogi, good son, good daughter. Yogi goes back home, goes into a deep meditation. Took a few days off work. The yogi wants to find God. Fasts, meditates, chants, reads Kriya. Goes into a deep, deep meditation. And after 3 days, arrives at the throne of God. as the yogi is looking at God, up pops Lord Buddha. Next to Lord Buddha, up pops Jesus. And next to Jesus, up pops Shiva and Kuan Yin and Hanuman and Allah. And Jupiter and Venus and Pluto. And Surya, the sun god. And Chandra, the moon god. And Lakshmi, the goddess of all wealth. And the yogi is confused just a little bit and says, I'm searching for God. I'm searching for the good. With the real God, please stand up. All the forms disappeared. All the forms disappeared. Except that little light that you see there. Little Jyoti light. The light, the flame burst forth and stood where all of the others had been. The flame was there. The light of Kriya within. And the little yogi understood. These are masks, these are forms. The light, divine, this is God. And then coming out of his meditation, it's meditation. It's a big Satori, aha, aha, aha. It's the light. What then am I? What then are you? The light, the light. All the forms of the divine are the same, except that one form will speak to your mind in a more pleasing way. That's all. That's all it is. A more pleasing way. A way that you are more comfortable with. Now, if you looked at little yogi's life, you would say, well, somebody seeing the yogi says, oh, that yogi's an engineer. That's an engineer. Now, that's a tea maker. No, that person just laughs and has fun and eats and sits around with their friends and does nothing. Oh, that's a good son, good daughter. What is the mask? Which is the yogi? Which are you? Which are you? What are you? What mask are you wearing? How does the world see you? And this differs for us. The yogi found through time, right? First, you're a cute little baby, When do you go from being this wonderful, beautiful, cute baby that everybody says, oh, yum, yum, I'm so glad you're here, to this, Time. It's walking through time. It's kala. It's walking through time. Now, the difficulty is this. The yogi was wise enough to be able to say, which is the real God? With the real God, please stand up. It's wise to be able to do that. You have to say, what is the real essence that I am? What am I? Om Tat Sat Om. Thou art that. Om. That. Om. You are Om. The good the reality, all of this, thou art that. Moi aussi, right? Moi aussi. We are that. We are the good. We are the glasses, the bracelet, the scarf, the bodies. We are that. We are all of manifest and unmanifest reality. Where do you run into the problem? Well, you're driving down the expressway and you see a person driving a car, an Uber. This is a good thing, an Uber. They got a little Uber sign in their thing. And you say, oh, that's an Uber driver. You label them, that's an Uber driver. The Amazon truck comes to your door or the store next door and, oh, that's a UPS driver. Oh, that's a truck driver. And within your mind, you place limitations on these people. You place limitations on their souls. You place limitations on what you will see about them, what you will know about them, what you will understand about them. You limit yourself. And they do the same to you. How do you change it? You change it by stopping limiting yourself, and thus they will stop to limit you. Once you shift the awareness, they will stop to limit you. You see someone on the street needing money, asking for money, do you have a little envelope prepared with a little note that you can give them with both hands, bow to them? Here, a gift for you. Or do you dig in your pocket and take a quarter out and, toss it to them as if they are not to be respected because they have difficult karma at this time? Yeah. Shift your consciousness, and you will shift the whole world around you. You shift your consciousness and you do this, and somebody will say to you, oh, I needed that today. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And all of a sudden you see you've let the mask go. You no longer see them as an other that is to be pushed away, but you see them as a part that you are. And so we need to begin. The great mystical truth is that one should be careful about what we surround ourselves with and who you surround yourself with, because you will become like that. Many, many decades ago, my guru said to me one day, Swamiji, no, I don't think he said Swamiji. He didn't. I wasn't a Swami then. Called me by a special name he used to call me. Disciple, be careful. You're going to pick up that briefcase. And you pick it up. You're not going to put it down for another 30 years. It'll be fine, Guruji. It'll be fine. Well, not only did I pick up that briefcase, but I got a nice new one. Nice, picked up the first one and then picked up a second one that was really nice because the first one wasn't as nice. Oh my, I had several of those really nice briefcases. And as he said, 30 years went by. Now, was the karma worth walking through? Yes. Did I learn a lot? Yes. Was there benefit to it? Yes. Was it the wisest decision? I'm not so sure. I'm truly not sure. But because of that decision, I'm here now with you. Because of that decision, I'm able to share the teachings with you today with ease. And because of my guru. But what happened? You pick up the briefcase and you become like that. The same thing. Be careful about the mala you put on. You pick up the mala and you become like that. The prayer shawl, the name. be careful of what you pick up. You become like that. And so these, we can say, well, they're all masks that we wear in the world. They're all, and I don't think a mask is the particularly right word for this. There is what is referred to in mysticism, Maya, which is can be seen as the illusion. Lila is the play of life, the play, Maya is to be able to see clearly. What is the Maya? What's the story? What is the real, true essence here? What is the essence of Ananda? Ananda, Ananda, Ananda. What do we see instead? We see, if you will, series of plays running together. It's like going to the theater, and here's one play happening, and then the actor goes on to the other part of the stage, and then up here and here and here, and they're all different. And the interactions with the people, the interactions with the other beings are different in all the parts of the stage. And if I went down here, the person would say, oh, she's a dog lover, or he loves cats, or, oh, boy, what a crazy driver. Or, oh, that food was delicious. What a delicious cook. And then you cut off everything else because you're labeling. And what it does to your mind, to your psyche, to your awareness is it chunks it. It confines it. And in each chunking and in each confining, you limit your horizon of awareness. And here is really the most, I think, important element of this. When we view ourselves in this way, with having these limitations, we view ourselves with, oh yes, there's this. What does happen? And what does happen is that you place a limitation on how you will think, how you will behave, what's acceptable to you. Because you begin to think, oh, well, if I'm this, then I cannot do that. Well, if I'm a yogi, I can't go dancing. Really? Well, if I'm a yogi, I can't be seen dancing. Really? You're going to give up dancing because somebody sees you as this? Oh, if I'm ordained a priest, I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do the other thing. You limit yourself and you limit your horizon of awareness. Now, it is absolutely true that there are certain things that we are better off not doing. You could see the trajectory of your behavior. If you do one thing again and again and again and again and again, that will become what you are good at. If you start playing games, if you're a gamer, so to speak, somebody was telling me the other day that their child was living in Minecraft. Well, there are many people living in that alternate reality. But you know what? We all live in alternate realities. And so we need to look at your life and say, what am I doing to limit myself? How am I limiting myself? Where am I allowing people to put pressure on me because they think that I am that, or I have picked up this? Now, you may say, well, okay, But as you go through life, you pick up more and more roles, and you drop off a role. You drop off one role, you pick up another role. And it becomes difficult as you walk through life, because you begin to believe that you are that which you have been doing, that you are that role that you have filled. It is why so many, many, many people have challenges when they leave their careers, because they thought they were that. They thought they were the manager. I remember a group president, a president of a large corporation, telling me after he retired, about 6 months, I'm standing in the grocery store in the morning reading the rag, thinking, how did I get here? I was a group president. I was president. And now I'm standing in the grocery store with all the other people. It takes adjusting. And so from the time, no matter how old we are, when you're young, it is helpful to begin to say, all right, yes, these are roles that have to be played. How do I find the essence of myself? How do I find the essence of who and what I am? What do I do? If you can't do anything, it's of no use, right? You need to do something. Well, Shelley G. and Kriyananda used to say, stop identifying with. It's really a very important mystical practice. You stop saying, I, my, me, mine. You stop saying, my children, my house, my body, my classes, my books. I am. Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. And in truly just simply saying, watch your language. Language is one of the greatest mystical tools that we have. For through language, you can see the thoughts that are arising in my consciousness. Through language, I can see the thoughts that are arising in your consciousness. What a miracle. What a miracle. Isn't that wonderful? I can see, I can understand what is in your consciousness, because we have a way to communicate together. All right. So then what do you need to do? If you have all those eyes, me, mine, it says that in here, in the chitta, in the mind stuff, you notice I didn't say here, I said the mind stuff, the stuff. You think that everything is about you. And so, you shift the consciousness, you shift it, How are you feeling? I'm doing just fine today. The body's having a little trouble, but I'm doing okay. I hear you had some health challenges. The body's had some ups and downs, but I'm doing okay. When you write, be very clear about whether or not you're beginning sentences. Are all your sentences beginning with the word I? Change them. Change them. There's other ways of communicating without saying I, without saying me, without saying mine. In some traditions, they go as far as to say, and I do think that might be considered to be a little odd, but some do. It is a practice to say, well, when one is walking into the room, to say, John will be coming in to dinner, or, Joe will be coming, calling by name. You might say that in your head. It is a little socially awkward. And so you need to learn, one needs to learn to be a good actor. Now, I know I knew as soon as I said this, I thought, oh, how am I going to say this? Because it almost sounds contradictory. You need to see people are viewing you in these roles. That is not who you are. Use that one practice to let go of that. But now you must say, as a seeker, as a being trying to see who you are, trying to find the truth of your life, trying to find wisdom and joy along the path, trying to find bliss. What do you do? In every one of these parts of your life, you must do this to the very best of your ability. The best of your ability. If you're making your matcha tea in the morning, do it as if you are making the best matcha tea. You're the best matcha tea maker. You're tuned to that state of consciousness. If you're washing the dishes, you wash the dishes. One of my dear friends and I spent many, many years at the temple, at festivals and various things. And if you looked at the roles that we play, I guess you could say, well, I think that soul was the tea maker. I think that soul brought the prasad. Oh, I think that soul was the florist. Oh no, that soul cleaned the bathroom, ran the vacuum, arranged the food, cleaned up, washed the dishes. All these things that had to be done. All these things that had to be done. That's not who that person is. That's not who the other people are. That's not who this being was. What are we? The same as you and I. What are we? The same as you are. The same as that is. The same as the good is. So what have I said? The little yogi who sat down to meditate, and all the gods stood up. All the gods stood up in their names and their forms. And then he said, may the real God stand up. Let the real God stay. And the light is what stayed. And if you were to meditate and say, what is this? Who is the real I, if you will? I don't think you want to say I because it's your ego consciousness. What then is this? Rub, rub, rub. No mirror, no mind. No mind, no mirror. What then is this? As Basho would say, thou art the light, thou art spirit. Thou art spirit linked to a soul, to a memory track, and you have come embodied to live a human experience. You've come embodied to live a human experience. Well, isn't that something? And the experience that you are living is limited. It is limited by the confinement of your physical being. And so one needs to look at the physical being and have great, great respect for it. Great respect for it. For you're having your whole experience in this life through the filters of this. Give it good water. Breathe. Give it good air. Feed it the best food you can. Whole food, not processed food, whole food. Doesn't matter if it's a lot, eat a little whole food. Surround yourself with noble thoughts. Bring noble thoughts into your aura, into your life, into your being. Let go. Somebody said to me the other day, bless her, I'm saying it, just bless her, bless her, bless her. May her karma be softened. In fact, it was yesterday. No, 2 days ago. It's Friday. I said, well, that's great. I said, you sound happy. I am. Older person. I said, well, why are you so happy? She says, my favorite show is on all day long on Fridays. All day long. Wow, that's great. What is that? Criminal Minds came through the phone. Surround yourself with noble thoughts. I don't know the show. I don't know. But somehow the title of it tells me it may not be filled with noble thoughts. Surround yourself with noble thoughts. Surround yourself with noble friends. Surround yourself with those whom you can respect. You should respect all of life. Look at what you're doing. Look at how you're spending your life. Look at your activities in life and say, oh, yeah, well, if I did this one thing for the next 100 years, where would I be? You know, if you're spending time playing your piano or learning a language or studying or painting or drawing or meditating or meditating or meditating or meditating, if I did this for 100 years, where would I be? Now, you don't really have the capacity to understand where you would be unless you do the thing for 100 years, but it's not too hard to say. And not too hard to see the result of certain activities. And so look at your life, examine your life, and see these things. And slowly, gently, easily change them. Change what needs to be changed. Don't let anybody, it's not for others to tell you how to change. It's for you to discern for yourself. Oh, yes, okay, I'm watching this TV program 7 days a week. Maybe if I just watched it 6 days a week and I read the Gita on one day, or read, the Ramayana, or read a book of poetry on another day, I would feel better. Or, read the Bible, or the Quran, or some Jain sutras, or the Upanishads. Anything inspirational. Just during the time I would watch that show. A few months go by, and then maybe you'll find, maybe a second day, I might let go of the show for a second day. And the same thing happens. Now, in this lineage, one of the key points it's always made about meditation and about changing your life and about mystical practices is that everything should be done harmoniously. You will often read of emphasis placed at different points in the spine, or emphasis placed at different chakra levels to do certain pranayamas or certain mantra. And in Kriya Yoga, as taught by my guru, Swami Pranananda, you focus here. Always everything begins at the sun center. Why? Harmony, ease, harmony. You don't need to knock the wall down with a hammer. The Kriya currents need to rise and fall of their own accord. They will, they can harmoniously. And so gently, make the changes gently, gently, gently. Now, before we go into our meditation, what did I just say? Even the divine is in different forms. All over the world, people worship the divine in different forms. In Egypt, you pray to different gods for different things. You had one god to pray for the harvest, one for the rain. It's the same thing in many cultures. If you want to be devoted, you pray to Lord Hanuman. If you want the obstacles removed, you pray to Ganesh. Why? If you're from a Christian tradition, if you want to reach God, you go to Mary, go to his mother. I always found that fascinating. She could get to him more efficiently than you could, is the idea. Even the divine, the mind segregates up and says, well, and the idea is really quite ludicrous. You think if you're praying to God, to the good, to the goodness, to the light, to that which is Om Tat Sat Om, that they can't, if that being can help you with one thing, that it can't help you with another. The mind is funny. We're funny creatures, these humans. And so you do, I said, as we do to the divine, we do to ourselves. I can't ask this person for help with this because they don't know that. How do you know? You've never asked them. How do you know? And then the third thing I said that's most important is that as you do this to others, you do it to yourself. You yourself are doing it to others. And you are limiting your life experiences. You are limiting your horizon of awareness. And you are limiting the joy that you allow to flow into your life. I'm this age, I can't do this. I'm this age, I can't do that. We were at the symphony last night, and I looked down, the hall was not very full, and there was a woman who had teal green hair. Beautiful, beautiful, bright teal green hair. I thought, wow, that's really pretty. And then afterwards, we were coming out, and coming out of a door, I see a woman with hot pink magenta hair. She had a wig, obviously, hot pink magenta hair. First one was dyed, second one was a wig. She had magenta, and her friend had gold, and another friend had blue. And I thought, well, my goodness, they are free. Now, I don't know that I would use my freedom like that, but wow, they were this very conservative place, and they looked absolutely elegantly, beautifully dressed with these brilliant neon hair. Free yourself. Not to have pink hair or purple hair or blue hair or whatever. Free yourself to become enlightened. Here's the most important thing. Here is the most important thing. Free yourself. Believe. You need to believe that you can be happy. that you can be well, that you can be healthy, that you are deserving of that. And in the essence, everything I'm saying to you this morning is about that. All these roles that you play in life, they limit these things that you think you are, they limit you. They limit your ability to think that you are deserving of happiness, that you are deserving of wisdom, that you are deserving of enlightenment, and you are. You are. You are absolutely deserving of it, and you can have it now. But you have to put a little effort in, a little tapas, a little kriya. So we're going to do that. We're going to go and spend some time meditating now. And if you'll focus your attention at the sun center, I'm going to turn the camera to the altar. Please sit with your spine erect, either in a meditative posture, or if you're in a chair, please have your feet on the ground, spine erect, and hands sitting on the thighs in the Om Mudra. Turn the head to the left with a double exhalation. Bring your head back to the center. Begin to watch your breath. Use the sipping breath. And with the next inhalation, draw the energy from the limbs to the trunk of the body. From the trunk of the body, use the sipping breath and draw the energy into the spinal column. And now from the base of the spine, draw the energy up to the sun center. And move that energy as a golden ball of light out in front of you. Sweep around to the left, behind you, to the right, in front of you. And do this 2 more times. As your body is encased in this golden light, expand it. And now ascend upward. Ascending at a 45-degree angle. Ascend upward. As high as you are able to ascend. Above the earth plane. As high as you are able to ascend. When you reach the high place, find your meditation space. Focus your attention at the sun center in your meditation space. Most beloved Lord of light, pour forth thy blessings upon us at this moment, that the obstacles may be removed, that we might see clearly. In front of you, a short distance away, you see a shrine of healing. Walk to that shrine. No effort. The color of healing light fills the shrine. The color of healing light for you at this moment. Enter into the shrine. The floor, the ceilings, the light is the color of healing light. The air is the color of healing light. Walking to the back of the shrine, you come to a pool being fed by a waterfall of healing light. The intensity of the color is greater here. Walk into the water of light. And as you walk in, feel your shoes begin to dissolve off your body. Your clothing begin to dissolve. And walk back to the waterfall of light. Within your astral body are all the roles that you play, all the karmas that you have picked up. Standing under this healing light, allow the karmas to be dissolved away, to dissolve away so that thou art the light. Thou can see that which thou art. That you know you will have the strength to fill these roles as you need. The karma is eased. The division is healed. The light pour down upon your crown center, pouring into your being, into every cell of your being. filling you. Ananda, 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 Ananda. Feel the healing light bringing all the disparate parts together, washing away the divisions, filling your being. Breathe in this light of healing. Inhale the healing light. Exhale that which needs to be let go of. The light transforms it into bliss. When you are ready, leave the healing light. Feel your being filled with the light that thou art. See that this has been within you always. Let go for just a moment of the illusion. Walk from that waterfall through the pond of light, moving into the shrine. Thou art that light of healing. Return to the meditators. Return to the grove of meditation. Dhyanam Guru Murti, Uchamulam Guru Padam, Matramulam Guru Vakyam, Mokshamulam Guru Kripa. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave, Satchitananda Murtaye, Nishprabhanjaya Shantaya, Niralambaya Tejase, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Gurubhyo Namaha. Return to the meditation spot again and again and again. Return to the shrine of healing again and again and again. Know thou, the light may change from day to day. It is still the light. The color may change from day to day. It is still the light. Om Tat Sat Om. Thou art that. Thank you for your many blessings. I thank you for being here today, for your vibration, for your yoga city, for the kindness and love that you radiate forth as we meditate together. As we move into this week, the new moon this week, remember what you began on the new moon comes to fruition on the full moon. Be thou blessed, be thou blessed, be thou blessed. May the veil be taken away for just a nanosecond so that thou might see thy goodness. Thank you. Thank you all very much for your blessings, your presence. Shanti.